My name's Sean Hall. Among my several hats, today's hat is board member on OpenSFS, or Open Scalable File Systems. For those of you who haven't heard, OpenSFS is a vendor-neutral, member-supported organization. We promote open source file systems. Okay. And so we aggregate community resources together to do this promotion, and we want to see the continued evolution of open source file systems for the HPC community. Recently we reorganized, which is why we get our OpenSFS Reloaded. Why? To establish user control over the community. We wanted to broaden the membership base, increase participation from members, and to distribute the responsibility across those members. And so in the new structure, we have members and participants. Members are end users of open source file systems. We primarily work with Lustre, and participants are the vendors of that. It's a user controlled and driven. The board is entirely made up of users of Lustre, and we have significantly lower and flat membership fees, so we try to make it so that nobody has any issues becoming a member because of financial reasons. And so we organize the Lustre user group every year, collect feature and development requests from the members, and something we're doing that's newer is to collect those feature requests from members so that we can pass that on to the vendors and provide a single unified voice to Lustre vendors to explain what the user community wants. So we're definitely interested in having folks join OpenSFS. Here's some information about that. Some things that are coming up in Lustre that are of interest to a lot of folks are things like Lustre on ZFS. There's things in play to do distributed RAID through that mechanism, and a lot of work being done there. Distributed namespace or scalable metadata in Lustre, that is something for those who are more metadata focused, will provide scalable performance. Composite file layouts, which underlies several technologies. You'll be able to do progressive file layouts, something we're very interested in, that'll allow striping to be a more general configuration on your file system. That also allows redundancy for those with small files who want to be able to do redundancy within the file system. Small file I/O will be increasing in Lustre, and things like having multiple rails for your Lustre file system for higher throughput. And some administration improvements including getting the Lustre client into the upstream Linux kernel. But in summary, we really want to see folks and users of Lustre become involved in the community and share their voice. If you want to see Lustre and open source file systems continue to be a healthy part of the HPC community, join, explain your voice, contribute, and make sure that everybody is able to have these file systems in the future. And we have a poster outside. Feel free to get a hold of me, and we'll talk about your membership.